From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV, brought to you by my friends at Goodfellas Cigar Lounge and Spirits, the Southern Grill down on the South Bank, and the Brustnutter Wealth Advisory Team in Ponte Vedra Beach. My good friend David Sillick is back from Tab Jacksonville, and CJ Graham from Making Connections is our guest. Let's say hi to Mr. Sillick. David, how are you, my man?
Tommy, good.
Got
Good to see you,
Gator
brother.
blue on. It's a big
weekend.
dude.
To Georgia, Florida, or Florida,
It
Georgia?
depends who you're rooting for, I guess, right?
So it's
I'm
Florida,
not
Georgia.
rooting for any of them, either one. But I tell you what, this week, what a great week for the city of Jacksonville.
It is gorgeous. out
Phenomenal,
there.
isn't it?
It's going to be.
The economic impact.
You're
just
heading down to
everything.
RV City after
I
this?
am, right? Yeah. I got a shuttle.
It's
No,
been
I'm
a
just
long
kidding.
time since I walked through that
Oh,
place.
it's so much fun.
It
My
is.
buddy's got a couple RVs down there. It's a good time. It's good. You know what's great about it is all throughout the week, Florida and Georgia get together and they get along great.
Yeah.
And then for the 4 hours during Saturday, they're enemies, and then they come back and have fun again.
Yeah.
It's very special.
I usually go, but it's Linda's 60th birthday, so
Oh,
I
happy
figured
birthday.
That's much more
I
important.
better
That's right.
not
Yes.
go this year.
Right.
All right. CJ Graham, how are you?
Good. Nice to
Making
be
Connections.
here.
Welcome
Yes.
to the bar.
Thank
How are you?
you.
And the show.
Awesome. Glad to be invited.
You went to Wolfson High School,
I
and you're a
did.
veteran. Thank you for your service. We
Yes.
greatly appreciate that.
Awesome.
Tell
Glad
us
to
about
serve.
what's that?
Glad to serve.
Oh, good. Well, we're glad you served as well. Tell us about Making Connections.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making Connections is a company me and my husband both own.
Okay.
And it is basically speaking services, consulting services.
Okay.
We're both authors. Our 10-year-old daughter is an author.
All
So, and also retreat hosting, conferences, those types of things
Okay.
like that.
Is there a theme, certain theme, like the books are about, the conferences, all that? Is there is it wellness? What is it?
Well, the foundation is definitely education. So
Okay.
we want to make sure that people have lots of information
Yep.
and also application. So everything is not just giving information, but helping you to apply it.
To apply it, right?
Yes.
Implement it.
Mm-hmm,
Right.
Because it's not just enough. You know, they have a saying, when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
But I've come to realize through education, teaching myself, that people do what they know how to do.
Right.
So even if they do know better, they don't necessarily know how to do better.
Right.
So the foundation, or the theme, if you will, for us is to teach people how to do better.
You have to be comfortable,
Yes.
confident,
Yes.
no matter what you're doing.
No matter what.
I don't care if you're playing quarterback for the Jags or whatever you're doing out there in the
Absolutely.
city of Jackson or anywhere else. You have to have that
Yes.
to make sure that you can, right?
Yes. And the more
Help me
information people
understand
know.
your target audience. I mean, who attends? Who are your participants?
Well, specifically for me, my audience is women.
Okay.
Typically, when I do retreats and different things like that, is for women. Now, we do reach, our span is reach. I've tried to narrow it down to one target audience, but we teach young adults as well. So
Okay.
high school, young adult age, we have that audience as well. And also men and women. So with authors and stuff, our books, me and my husband, you know, having books, we reach
Okay.
both those audiences as well.
What are some of the titles of your 3 books?
One is called Overcomer.
Okay.
So that is basically mastering the defining moments in life. So that is typically the theme of that book is, you know, we go through good and bad things, you know, marriage, divorce, having children, losing children, sicknesses and things like that. And we're typically taught, you know, basically to keep it moving. But we don't understand that we accumulate lots of emotions and feelings and things that we never really take time to process.
Right.
And so the book helps you to process, go back and process those emotions, process those feelings, giving yourself time to grieve if you need to, give
Okay.
yourself time to adjust, you know, to the different changes.
What's your background? I mean, obviously, I know you served, but what's your background? How did you get into this kind of thing?
Lots of hands-on experience, if you will.
Okay, good. Well, that makes the best stories,
Yes,
right? 'Cause you lived it.
absolutely,
You can talk
absolutely.
about it and help people through it. How can people find you? How can the Horse's Mouth help you?
We are, our website is www.making/connections.com.
Okay.
Our email address is info@making making-connections.com.
Okay.
You can find us on social media, Facebook and LinkedIn, Making Connections.
Okay.
And Instagram is Making the Connection.
All right. And you've
Great.
got a 4th book on your way?
Yes. It's called I'm
Congratulations.
Working on Me.
You got to work on you
Yes.
before you can. You know what? Thank you for saying it. You got to look in the
Yes.
mirror.
Yes, you got
Look
to
in the mirror first, and then you can figure the rest out.
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
Typically, we want to control everything outside of us
Yeah.
instead of what's
I'm
going
down
on
with
on the
that.
inside.
Start with you and
And what you
go
can
from
control.
there.
and
right?
what you can control.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for being here.
Thank you.
All
Glad
the
to be
best.
here.
Glad you were on the show.
Appreciate
David, thanks,
it.
pal.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
sir.
much for coming.
Always
All right.
great meeting new people here on this show and learning what they're doing. Great things in our community. If you like these kind of conversations, you can check out more at iwantabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.